Hello there, I'm Elsa, a 26-year-old woman who thrives on social interactions. You see, I have always believed that life is so much sweeter when it is filled with laughter, conversation, and the warmth of friendship. I am fortunate to have a wonderful circle of friends who have been with me through thick and thin. We have laughed together, cried together, and celebrated countless milestones in each other's lives. My friends mean the world to me, and I cherish the bonds we share. On the career front, things have been going pretty well for me. I've been blessed with opportunities to learn and grow, and I'm passionate about what I do. My job allows me to connect with people from all walks of life, which, you guessed it, makes me even more social. In the love department, I'm not very lucky. A few months ago, if you asked me if I am happily married to Alfred, I would have said yes, but now the situation is very different. He was my rock, my partner in crime, and the love of my life. Together, we were building a future filled with love, laughter, and adventures. But life is harsh and takes unexpected turns. My mother-in-law, in the beginning, I thought she was a nice lady, but she has expressed concerns about my social nature from time to time. I understand where she was coming from. She's kind of traditional-minded, but I believe that you should always keep an open mind and try to understand others' perspectives too. That day, I got an invitation to one of my friend's birthday parties. I wanted to take Alfred, but he is an introvert and I knew he would not come, but I decided to give it a shot. Hey Alfred, I just wanted to let you know that I've been invited to Sarah's birthday party this weekend. It's going to be so much fun and I was wondering if you would like to join me. Oh, Elsa, you know how I feel about these social gatherings. I appreciate the invitation, but I'm not really into big parties and socializing. Plus, you have so many friends. I sometimes feel like I cannot keep up. I get it, Alfred. I know you're not a big fan of these events, and I do not want to pressure you into doing something you're not comfortable with. But Sarah is a dear friend, and I thought that it would be nice for us to go together. No worries, though. I will go. Thank you for understanding, Elsa. I do appreciate that you enjoy being social and spending time with your friends. It's just not my scene, you know. But please, go ahead and enjoy the party to the fullest. I'll be here when you get back and we can spend some quality time together. That sounds like a plan, Alfred. I'll make sure to bring you some cake and we can have a cozy evening when I return. Thanks for being so understanding. You are the best. Of course, Elsa. Have a blast at the party. As expected, Alfred said no to the party. But I love Alfred for the open mind he has. He never restricted me until something unexpected happened. I returned home from the party in a joyful and party mood. I rushed over to Alfred and gave him an enthusiastic hug. Alfred, you will not believe how amazing Sarah's birthday party was. The music, the dancing, everything was just incredible. I'm glad to hear that you had a great time, Elsa. I failed to notice at first, but Martha, Alfred's mom, was quietly sitting in the living room, interrupting with a disapproving look on her face. She took notice of my party attire and energetic demeanor. Elsa, I must say you look quite disheveled. Is this how a decent young lady should present herself? I was taken aback by Martha's comment, looking at myself and realizing that I might be a bit disheveled from dancing and celebrating. Oh, I guess I got a little carried away with the dancing, Martha. I did not mean to look messy. It was just so much fun. Mom, let us not make a big deal out of it. Elsa had a great time and that is what matters. Well, I just think that a young lady should maintain her composure and appearance at all times. I understand your point, Martha, and I do try to be presentable, but sometimes it is important to let loose and have fun with friends. That is what parties are for, right? Elsa's right, Mom. Everyone needs a break and a chance to enjoy themselves once in a while. Well, I suppose I can understand that perspective. Just remember to be more mindful of your appearance next time. Of course, Martha. Thanks for your concern. Now, let us all relax and maybe I can tell you more about the party. It was truly unforgettable. After a while, Martha left, but I was still hurt because of her comment, which left me embarrassed. Alfred noticed that look on my face. Hey, what's wrong? Alfred, do you think I upset Martha back there with my appearance and the way I acted at the party? Elsa, do not worry about it too much. Mom can be a bit traditional and set in her ways. She has her idea of how things should be, and sometimes it clashes with our more modern approach to life. I didn't mean to disrespect her or anything. I just wanted to have a good time with my friends. I know, Elsa, and there's nothing wrong with that. You should be able to enjoy yourself and be your true self. We will talk to Martha later and explain that you did not intend to upset her. She will understand eventually. Thank you, Alfred. I appreciate your support. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. I know you do. Let's not dwell on it for now. Enjoy the memories of the party, and we will address any concerns with Mom calmly and respectfully when the time's right. You're right, Alfred. Thanks for being so understanding and patient. I'm really lucky to have you. Alfred, I've been thinking about something lately. My social life, the parties, and all the friends I have. Do you ever worry that it might affect your future life negatively? Elsa, I fell in love with you just the way you are, with your social nature and your incredible ability to connect with people. It is one of the things that drew me to you in the first place. I do not see your social life as a problem at all. That means a lot to me. I adore you, and I do not want anything to come between us or cause you any discomfort. Elsa, I want you to be happy and true to yourself. Your social life is a part of who you are, and I would never want to change that. We complement each other perfectly, and our differences make our relationship even more special. You always know how to put my mind at ease, Alfred. I love you so much. I love you too. So let us cherish our unique qualities and continue to build a life filled with love and understanding. We both were already dreaming about marriage. I could not wait to start a life with him. Alfred, I cannot help but feel a bit apprehensive about talking to our families about our decision to get married, especially after that not so great first interaction with Martha. I understand your concern, Elsa. It is natural to be worried about such an important conversation, but I believe that open and honest communication is the key here. We should approach this with love and confidence. You're right. We should sit down with both our families and explain our feelings and intentions. I just hope Martha doesn't hold my social nature against me. I'm sure Martha will come to understand and appreciate you for who you are, just as I have. We will talk to her. Thank you for being so supportive, Alfred. Your reassurance means the world to me. We are a team, and we will face this together. I love you, and I'm confident that with time, our families will come to see the love and happiness we bring into each other's lives. I love you too, Alfred. Let us plan a time to sit down with our families and share our wonderful news. I, Alfred, and Martha fixed a time and gathered in her house. Mom, there's something Elsa and I want to talk to you about. We've made a decision and we hope you will support us. Well, go ahead, dear. What is it? Martha, Alfred and I have decided to get married. We love each other deeply and we want to spend our lives together. Martha's expression immediately changed to one of concern. Married? Alfred, are you sure about this? Yes, Mom. I have seen Elsa's social media profiles and she has so many male friends. I'm concerned about the company she keeps. Mom, Elsa's social nature is one of the things I love about her. She is friendly and outgoing, but she's also incredibly loyal. She has a lot of friends, both male and female, but she has chosen me to be her partner for life. Martha, I want you to know that my social life has always been about friendships and connections. Alfred means the world to me, and I will never do anything to jeopardize our relationship. I just worry, Alfred. I want what's best for you. Mom, what's best for me is being with Elsa. She makes me happy, and I cannot imagine my life without her. I believe in our love, and I hope you can too. Martha, I understand your concern, but I promise to always prioritize Alfred and our relationship. We will work through any challenges together. I need some time to think about this. It is a big decision, and I want to make sure it is the right one. Mom, we understand. Take all the time you need, and when you're ready, we would be happy to discuss this further. Our love is strong, and we hope you can find it in your heart to support us. With that, we left the conversation open-ended, hoping that with time, Martha would come to accept our decision and the love we shared. Eventually, Alfred convinced Martha about us, and we got married. I was living my dream. One day, Martha came to visit us. Martha, Alfred, and I were sitting together, and the topic of our honeymoon came up. So, when are you two planning to go on your honeymoon? It must be such an exciting time for you both. Well, Martha, we have some news about that. You see, I have a trip planned with my friends that was scheduled before our wedding, and it has been in the works for quite some time. A trip with your friends, Elsa. I cannot believe you would prioritize a trip with your friends over your honeymoon. This is a special time for the two of you to celebrate your new life together. Mom, we understand your concern, but Elsa's trip with her friends was a prior commitment. We have decided to postpone the honeymoon by a few days to accommodate that. Martha, please understand that this trip was planned long before Alfred and I even got engaged. It means a lot to me, and my friends were looking forward to it. We'll still have a wonderful honeymoon, just a little delayed. I cannot believe you, Elsa. You should be putting your husband first, not your friends. This is a terrible way to start your marriage. Mom, we made this decision together. Elsa's friends have been a big part of her life, and it is important to her. We will still have a honeymoon, and we will make it special when the time comes. Martha, I'm sorry you're upset, but this trip means a lot to me. I hope in time you will understand and forgive us. Martha remained angry and disappointed, unable to accept my decision, but Alfred was okay. I still had a concern if Martha made Alfred oppose me, but anyway, I decided to trust our bond. Alfred did not say anything, and I went on the trip. It was the best one. I returned from my trip after a couple of weeks. Alfred and I did not have a proper conversation while I was on the trip, so I was eager to meet him. But the house is empty. I called Alfred, concerned and confused. Hello, Alfred? I just got back. I want to hug you tightly. Where are you? There was a pause on the other end of the line, and Alfred's voice sounded distant. I needed some space, Elsa. I did not want to talk right now. Alfred, what's wrong? Why are you upset? There was still silence on Alfred's end, and my concern deepened. Please, Alfred, we need to talk about this. I cannot help if I do not know what's bothering you. Despite my pleas, Alfred remained distant and unwilling to discuss the issue, leaving me feeling anxious and unsure about what was going on. He called me after some time, his voice heavy with a mixture of sadness and anger. Alfred, I've been so worried about you. Please tell me what's going on. Elsa, I left because I found out something that I never thought I would. I believe you're having an affair with James. What? That's not true. Where is this coming from? I should have listened to my mom when she warned me about you. She always thought you were not a decent girl, and now I see why. Alfred, please. You have to believe me. I would never do something like that. I love you, and you mean everything to me. It's too late, Elsa. I can't trust you anymore. I'm going to file for divorce. I was left stunned and heartbroken, unable to comprehend how my marriage had unraveled so quickly and painfully. How can Alfred leave me out of the blue? I could not believe what I had just heard, and my heart was pounding in my chest as I tried to make sense of the accusations. I could not let him go like that, so I went to meet Alfred. Alfred, please. This is a terrible misunderstanding. I have never been unfaithful to you. Where is this coming from? Elsa, I found messages and evidence that point to an intimate relationship between you and James. I cannot just ignore it. I don't know what you've seen or heard, but I can explain. James is a friend, yes, but there is nothing romantic between us. Please, let us talk about this and work it out. Elsa, but the evidence is hard to ignore. I thought we had something special, but now I feel like I've been betrayed. Alfred, you mean everything to me. I love you more than anything. Can we please find a way to resolve this without jumping to conclusions? It's not just about this, Elsa. It's also about the concerns my mother, Martha, had from the beginning. She warned me, and now I'm starting to see what she meant. Alfred, please do not let your mother's doubts tear us apart. We can seek counseling, talk to James, and do whatever it takes to clear this misunderstanding. I cannot bear the thought of losing you. Right now, I can't trust you. I'll consult with a lawyer about the divorce process. My world was falling apart. I had never imagined that my marriage would crumble like this, all based on what I believed to be a terrible misunderstanding. With tears in my eyes, I left, feeling lost and devastated, uncertain of what the future held. I was confused by the situation, so I quickly opened my Facebook account and discovered shocking evidence of an inappropriate conversation between me and James. My heart sank as I realized the gravity of the situation. I immediately called James. James, we need to talk. I've just seen some disturbing messages on my Facebook account, and they seem to be from you. Elsa? What are you talking about? You started talking to me first that day. James, these messages are damaging. They suggest that we had an intimate conversation on the trip, and that is not true. I need to know if someone is impersonating me or if my account got hacked. Elsa, I had assumed that those messages were from you. They started appearing shortly after the trip, and I thought you were interested in me. I had no reason to doubt it. James, I did not send those messages. My account must have been hacked, or someone is trying to ruin my life. This is a nightmare. Elsa, I believe you. Let's figure this out together. We can report the hacking to Facebook and try to trace the source of these messages. I'm very sorry to be a part of this. Thank you, James. I don't know how this happened, but I appreciate your understanding. It was confirmed that whatever Alfred has seen was not true, and he needed to know. I was sure he would understand me after knowing the truth. Alfred, we need to talk. What is it now? I have discovered that my Facebook account was hacked, and the inappropriate messages you saw were not from me. It was all a terrible misunderstanding. Elsa, I don't want to hear any more excuses or explanations. I've made up my mind about what I saw, and I cannot trust you anymore. Alfred, please, just listen. I would never do anything to hurt you or our marriage. I love you, and I'm telling you the truth. I can't believe anything you say right now. Please reconsider. We can investigate this together and find out who hacked my account and clear my name. I cannot lose you like this. Right now, I cannot be with you. You should move on and stop lying. I watched helplessly as Alfred walked away, leaving me heartbroken and devastated. unable to change his mind or convince him of the truth. But I was determined to clear my name. I had managed to trace the hacker behind my Facebook account. To my shock, it led her to my mother-in-law, Martha. Everything was in front of me. Martha did it on purpose. I decided to confront Martha and get to the bottom of the situation. I went to meet her. "What are you doing here? You are not part of our family now." "That is because of you, Martha." "What are you talking about?" "I know you were the one who hacked my Facebook account and sent those messages to James. Why would you do something like that?" "Elsa, it's over now. Alfred has already filed for divorce and there is nothing you can do to change that." "Martha, why would you destroy our marriage like this? What could I have possibly done to deserve this?" "I never thought you were a decent girl for Alfred. I had my reservations from the beginning. I knew you would sit on his head in the future." "Martha, you have not only hurt me, but also your son. We could have talked things out and resolved any concerns you had, but instead, you have caused so much pain and broken our marriage." "It's too late for that now, Elsa. Alfred has made up his mind, and there's no changing it." "I'm going to file a complaint against you, Martha. Do not think you are safe." Though I taught a lesson to Martha, I was heartbroken, realizing that the damage had been done. Alfred and I were no longer the same. There was no trust left in the relationship. 2 days later, I was still recovering from the incident. My doorbell rang, and to my surprise, it was Alfred. "Elsa, can we please talk?" "What is it, Alfred?" "I have some time to think and reflect on everything that has happened." "Oh, finally. I want you to know that I have come to understand the truth. My mother's influence and my insecurities led me to make a terrible mistake. I should have given you a chance to explain, to defend yourself." "Alfred, it's not just about giving me a chance to explain. It's about trust. A marriage without trust is like a house without a foundation. I cannot go back to a relationship where I constantly feel doubted. Elsa, please, I'm willing to work on us, to rebuild that trust. I love you more than anything, and I do not want to lose you. I understand that I made a terrible mistake, but I'm ready to make amends." "Alfred, I appreciate your remorse and your realization of the truth, but it's too late. Trust, once broken, is not easily repaired." Alfred's eyes filled with tears as he realized the gravity of his actions and the depth of my pain. Martha had made up her mind. It was a hard decision, but my heart was not ready to take him back. With a heavy heart, I remained resolute in my decision to proceed with the divorce. I believed that it was the only way for both of us to find happiness and rebuild our lives separately, no matter how painful the process may be, but the ending would be happy.